Okay, strap yourself in, folks. This is going to be a long one. I got a huge bunch of pickups here for the month of October that got me in some deep, deep shit with the wife. So I'm going to try and get through these as quick as I can, but I can warn you now it's going to be like a 20-minute video because I've got a ton of stuff here, and including this, which is what sent me into the insane asylum. This pickup nearly got me kicked out of the house. So I'll spend some detail on that later. Sorry for the shaky camera. But I'm going to start with this now. The first pickup here is Aftermath Genesis. And this is one film I've been wanting to check out for a long time. And the shaky camera is terrible. I was glad I finally did. Basically, this one is 3 shorts of what the director thinks. I think he's a Spanish director. I forget his name. Caesar or something like that. What happens when you die? What happens when you were born? And I think the third one is a purgatory type story that is really short. I think it's called The Awakening. But really well done, amazing gore, and probably my favorite crazy mad doctor, this guy right here. He had his crazy eyes, scary. But yeah, I enjoyed this one, and this is from Unearthed Films, if I can find that somewhere. Who cares? Yeah, it was a great, great DVD. I'm going to whip through these a little bit faster. Tremors, the Attack Pack on Blu-ray. I have them on DVD, but this was a one-day sale on Amazon, and I jumped on it, so glad to have that. Grotesque, this is a Blu-ray that's recently gone out of print, so if you can find a copy somewhere, snatch it up now because prices are growing on this one. Another Mad Doctor film where this guy basically hunts down couples that he sees in love and basically tests their love to see how far they will go to save the other. Great, great story. I enjoyed this one. Again, the gore in this one is amazing. I really enjoyed this one a lot. I Spit on Your Grave 2. This one, I enjoyed it. I have to warn you now, this one has a lot of screaming in it. I mean, this one is a 90-minute scream fest from start to finish. I actually watched this one about 10 o'clock at night. And I usually watch my horror films in a different room than my wife, and I even keep the volume low because my wife hates horror. And she came in, busted into the room at about 30 minutes into this, and said, "What the hell are you watching? You're waking everyone up. You know, it's because this girl here, she's screaming like crazy through the. I mean, obviously, of course, she has to, but she has like this whiny scream that's so loud. No matter how low you turn the TV set down, everybody can hear it." And then at the end, there's more screaming from someone else. But I enjoyed it overall. I picked up The Exorcist, the 40th anniversary edition? Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, haven't broken into it because I heard that the first 2 discs are the same as the one I already owned. I hoped to fit this one in for Halloween, but I didn't, so. But yeah, it's a great edition. Has a nice big book of the Friedkin connection in it. And yeah, so there's that. Lords of Salem, lenticular cover edition. I thought this was a great film by Rob Zombie. Unfortunately, it wasn't well received, and I think he took it a little too personally. He's basically saying he's done with horror. He's had a lot of criticism. He's criticized the industry a lot recently. He tried to do something different away from his, violent, in-your-face, extreme type, films. And I thought he did a well done film. A throwback to the '70s type giallos and horror, and stuff like just The Shining, and what else are people comparing it to? I don't know. But it's Suspiria. I found heavy influence of Suspiria in this. if you like those types of films, those slow burner type, Suspiria type films, you'll like this. If you don't, you're gonna hate this. So, and or if you're going into it expecting a House of a Thousand Corpses or Devil's Rejects type film, you're not gonna get it from this. But hopefully this. I think this one, out of all of Rob Zombie's films, this one is going to hold up the most when you look back at it 20 years from now. So I I've been really into these French horror films. I still have not watched this one yet, but I hear so many good things about it that I can't wait. But I loved Frontiers. I loved what's the other ones? Well, you guys know the other ones, the Fab Four there. So yeah, I can't wait to check that one out. I picked up the Amityville Horror Trilogy from the Scream Factory, mainly because Part 3 is in real 3D, which I'm really happy about. Can't wait to check that one out. The Chucky collection on Blu-ray. This one, this one took me pretty much the whole month of October to get through. There's just so many films, but I really, really enjoyed it. I'd have to say 2 is my favorite, followed by the first, Curse of Chucky, Bride of Chucky, and Seed of Chucky. Bride of Chucky actually surprised me. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I enjoyed that one. I love Jennifer Tilly. It had Rob Zombie music in it. It was a lot of fun. So, yeah, great collection. The Purge, I enjoyed this one in theaters and enjoyed it again on Blu-ray. I wish they examined, what went into the lawmaking and stuff, but overall, this was a great movie. This one I can't even show. This is a Japanese edition that I've seen on AIDS channel, Hypertrophy Genital Girl, from the guy who made Naked Blood, I believe it was. And yeah, it's crazy, bizarre Japanese cinema at its finest. So yeah, that's all I can show on that. Picked up a hard box here of Gozu, Takashi Miike's Gozu, and yeah, this was a limited one of 66, and who put it out? Midori Impulse. I don't know if that's the same guy that's on Facebook. Maybe someone can fill me in on that, because I love his channel. But yeah, this was a crazy, crazy movie. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. This is up there, maybe in my top 3 for Takashi Miike films. I liked it that much. But yeah, this was a good one. This one I think I showed in the past, but I just grabbed it. This is a VHS of Killer Fish that I just love the cover art on, and it has Karen Black and Lee Majors in it. But yeah, this is just great cover art. Stuff they don't really do anymore, and I'm trying to find another copy of this to send to what's his name? I can't remember anyone's names anymore. The guy from Sweden who collects all the awesome VHSs. Heavy Metal Relay, that's it. Yeah, so Heavy Metal, if you're watching this, I'm trying to get you a copy of this one. I don't think you have it in your collection. Picked up a few fanzines here, Asian Cult Cinema, and what drew me into this is just, they tackle the seldom known, just Asian films. This issue features an interview with Hisayasu Sato, who did one of those other movies I just showed, and I'm looking to expand my knowledge of that type of cinema, and that will help me. So this is Rumorg, the Halloween edition, which was a tribute to gore. So yeah, it had a lot of great information, and it's a thick, thick book. So yeah, this was a great edition. This was a great issue, and yeah, definitely one I'll be saving. I'm gonna get into some laser discs here. Picked up a few Godzilla Hong Kong releases, which are really hard to find. Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. I think that's how you say it. Great cover art there. The back of this one. Yeah, Hong Kong releases, they usually go for big money because they're so rare. So I was psyched to get these. This is my favorite one. My favorite cover. This is Godzilla vs. Destroyer. And look at that. I mean, just Godzilla coming in on the city there. Just amazing. I love the nighttime artwork there. And I'll show you the back. Again, even the back is as good enough to be on the front. Awesome. And this is, I think, is a Japanese edition. This is Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. And I picked up Silver Bullet, American. Picked up Frankenstein, with starring Randy Quaid as the monster. Still haven't watched it yet. Tales from the Crypt, a few episodes, including And All Through the House, which is my favorite episode. And I picked up Death Wish, Charles Bronson. So yeah, you'll see these again in one of my Laserdisc collection, which I keep forgetting to do, but I will get around to those. Because I have some great editions I want to share with you guys. And lastly, I got Annabelle here from The Conjuring. This is not the promo DVD copy. That's a small. This thing, when you stand her up, is like up to my waist or higher. She is huge. I was not thinking she was this big, but I got this from a place called the Scare Factory that hand makes evil dolls. It has a huge collection of stuff you can buy. It is not cheap. It is really expensive. And the rationale for me buying this was I have to relate it to a story of me growing up. I had a golden retriever growing up. She was the nicest dog, very friendly, never did anything bad. Just a real sweetheart of a dog. One day we had a chocolate cake on the table, and you could see its mouth watering because it really wasn't allowed to have table food. And out of nowhere, the dog jumped up on the table, just devoured the cake, and ran off while we all chased after it, ready to discipline it. And I wondered what went through the dog's head to make it do that. And the only thing I could come up with is it just thought the cake looked so good that the beating that would follow the cake was worth it. And that's what this doll did for me. I knew I was going to take a beating from the wife for buying this and the price it cost, but I said the beating was worth it. And yeah, it is just absolutely breathtaking, amazing. I want to get a glass case to put this in that says "Do Not Open," just like in the movie. And yeah, you can see the detail on the dress and the hands here. This is a heavy sucker. I mean, this is like made out of wood or something. But yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous, and I'll be doing a review on this to give the website some notoriety and share them with you guys. So that's my update for October. Let me know what you think down below, if Google Plus will let you comment, and talk to you soon.